Hey, Facebook friends. Today's poem is a counter poem or a response to Ginsberg's poem, The Howl. He was a beatnik in the 50s, and he wrote the poem of his generation. I've decided to write the poem of our generation. It's a poem about living in a mechanized society full of systems, about being a mindless cog in an unfeeling machine, and about how you can still feel alive and find freedom even within that system. It's entitled The Void. I am locked in a prison cell 24 hours a day. It's like every other prison cell in the institution, 6 by 8 or roughly 48 square feet. The Commission on Prison Standards in our state requires that all cells be this dimension. I am given one pink toothbrush every 3 months, one tube of unlabeled toothpaste every week on Friday. It comes in an 8-ounce unmarked white tube. This is the exact amount the dental associations have determined is necessary to maintain proper dental hygiene. The State Medical Commission on Prisoner Hygiene also allows for 1 bar of soap a week, white, unmarked, 2 inches in length, 1 inch in width. This is the precise amount needed to maintain hygienic routine. Shampoo has been deemed unnecessary to maintain a hygienic routine, and I am thus disallowed any access. My cell contains a shower that turns on automatically each night at 7 o'clock, and it runs exactly 5 minutes at 78 degrees. Each and every night, the same routine. A white towel, white underwear with an elastic band, 1 orange shirt with prisoner printed in black on the back, and a pair of orange pants is shoveled in my cell every day at 5 a.m. These are all the belongings the state allows me to have. At 7 a.m., 12 p.m., and 6 p.m., the same meals are pushed into my cell every day. They contain precisely 2,031 calories, which the nutritionist has determined is the amount of caloric intake I must be allowed to consume in order to continue to exist. I lay on a steel slab that is covered with a green cushion. I am allowed no pillow, as it is deemed unnecessary. I am allowed no blanket, as it is also deemed unnecessary, as the heating system is set to maintain a constant temperature of 78 degrees. As I laid on my cushioned steel slab, I lost all hope at ever being free. No escape was possible. The prison was meticulously designed to remove any chance of escape. 3 2-foot-thick concrete walls comprised my cell. The square of inescapable tomb was completed with a double-locking steel door made of 8-inch bars. Another set of steel bars locked at the end of the cell block. These could only be opened if all doors were closed first. 3 similar steel bar locking doors would need to be surpassed just to make it to the yard. This was impossible, as each cell block was guarded by 4 armed guards who only had keys to their own cell blocks. Even if I could make it to the yard, I would have been overcome by guard dogs, snipers, and 3 40-foot electrified fences. Yet in this moment of despair, a miracle happened. The prison's heating system turned on. As the cells had been designed the exact same way for the sake of economic efficiency, yet my cell was across from the vent of all similar cells. I felt the warm air blow across my body as I laid on my state-issued steel slab. The air carried freedom on it. The state had designed the vents to blow when the temperatures fell below 48 degrees, with the goal of maintaining a stable temperature, to maintain life, yet not incur any unnecessary energy expenses. The heating system achieved the goal optimally. However, even though the state had set and optimally achieved the goal, it also created an unintended consequence of the air blowing over my body and causing a relaxing and pleasurable experience. The state created the void. This sensation of pleasure was never considered by the designers. This relaxing state was heightened by focusing on the humming sound of the heating system when it blew. Yet another unintended consequences created by the designers of my prison. I had discovered the void, that which exists beyond even the most well-designed systems. As all systems, no matter how well conceived, have unintended and often unconsidered consequences. The state created a prison to restrict all of my freedom, but the unintended consequences of its actions created a void. I started to notice the void more and more, from the freedom winds carried by the heating system to the sounds of the guards' rubber boots, designed to be weather resistant, made on the concrete hallways, designed to be unbreakable and fireproof. Yet the shoemaker nor the concrete pourer considered what the steps would sound like to a prisoner. The void grew bigger and bigger. I started to spend more and more time there. At first, I wandered into the void only 10 minutes a day while the fan blew. But soon I was spending hours, feeling what water from the metered shower feels like in the cracks of my concrete floor, and smelling water evaporate into the dry force-fed 78-degree air. I no longer live in prison at all. I found freedom in the void.